This is mycelium. It's the root structure of mushrooms, if you will. This is what goes into the ground and feeds on all the material in the ground. It breaks down all organic matter, timbers, leaves, and the fruit that it gives is the mushrooms. The interesting thing about mycelium is that if you get a chance to watch a show called The Secret Life of Plants on YouTube, have a look. It explains a lot about the plants that we never knew before. Mycelium is quite an interesting substance. My understanding is that it's not quite plant and it's not quite animal, it's a bit of both. The mycelium connects each plant to each other so that there is in fact a communication system between the plants. The mycelium also provides food from deeper down to the plants. The plants then backfeed a little bit of tucker as well into the mycelium, and the mycelium facilitate the connection between siblings and children, so that if one of the kid trees is starting to feel crook, Mum knows about it and will start to feed nutrients and water to that tree to try and keep it alive. The mycelium is an integral part of the whole. We have these small mushrooms all over the place coming up through the leaf litter, which indicates that we have a fair bit of mycelium in the ground. A different type of mushroom starting to come up here. These are more mushrooms, mycelium if you will, that are growing on a dead tree. They will eventually chew it down to nothing. This is what mycelium looks like on timber that has been sitting on the ground for a while. It will break the timber down over a period of time. Recently I have been purchasing a product called Plus 8. It is a brown liquid with bacteria, specifically for the dirt, and mycelium mixed in, and I've been mixing that with water and then sprinkling it over my windrows. I am hoping that this will create a large amount of mycelium to decompose the timber, but also increase the mycelium in the ground and also the bacteria. A story that my mother tells me is that when she was a child, after a bit of rain and some sun, all the paddocks used to be full of mushrooms, which they used to go and collect for feed. As in those days during the Depression, my mother's family were effectively sundowners and just travelled around looking for work, and they used to pick a lot of these mushrooms out of after rain to eat. My son tells me up where he lives he also sees that on occasions, but I must admit I've never seen a paddock after rain and some sunshine develop mushrooms that you can pick and eat. I asked the botanical gardens why that was so, and they didn't know. So I thought that was interesting. So I don't know whether it's a combination of ploughing or chemical or both or something else, I don't know.